Shockfest, the most innovative film festival in horror history.
I'm Brink Stevens. Shockfest is taking place in 5 major cities during the most devastating global pandemic of our time.
And the winner is...
Prepare yourself. Halloween never ends.
You! Unpleasant dreams.
Hey, baby, let me help you fantasize. Hey, baby, hey. Hey, baby. Hey.
Hello? Hello? This is Professor Wang. I repeat, if you can hear me, type a message below. Like I stated earlier, I am broadcasting live from a secret remote location. I am turning you on. My long-frequency, deep-penetrating sound ejector is opening up the portal. We are both coming in for the Wang Macabre.
A certain chick lies underground. She cannot rest until she is found. She's been dead and sort of blue. I'll tell you why and you'll be in too. Midnight and she sighs, hear the reply with chemical.
Welcome to the world of Shockfest. I am Jeffrey Macabre, Festival Director and Guide for weekly updates, information, tools, and resources for the filmmaker, enthusiast, and fans of the absurd, where you are the show. Let the Wang Macabre Radio Hour commence! How's everyone doing? Hey guys, good to see y'all. Thanks for joining us. Angela Joseph, hey, great to see you. Leonard Steinman and Charles Govey, as always. Charles, it was just your birthday the other day. Good. Michael Bergen. The portal is open, and we're about to bring in Professor Wang. It's a very special episode today. It's unique. We're not on Friday. We're on Sunday. Today, this week, alone. And that's because we have a very special guest. But before we talk about that, I think it's time we bring on our co-host, Wang. Professor Wang, where are you? Wang, have you made it to the portal? Hello. Can you hear me? Who can hear me? I can hear you. Type in the comments if you can hear Professor Wang.
Please type below if you can hear me because I am coming. I am coming through the portal. Are you ready? Here I come. So. Okay, I think I'm coming somehow, possibly. Ready? Oh, there I am. Hello.
Oh, there you are. You made it through the portal. Thanks for coming, Wang. Hey, Charles Govey is great. Happy birthday to you, sir. Professor Wang, how's it going? You made it through the portal.
Yes, I wanted to wish Charles Govey a happy birthday and happy birthday to everybody else who's out there having birthdays. But Charles is a judge for Shockfest, so we want to thank him and say hello to Leonard, Timothy, Michael Pickle, Michael Bergen. So many people on tonight.
Yeah, and we just started. The portal just opened. And, coincidentally, it's a portal event coming up in less than a week. This Friday is our last portal event of the year, the Supernatural Drive-In. Finally, you've heard about it since the beginning of the year, and it's about time it takes place in the secret location, which is no longer a secret, Amarillo, Texas. I was just scouting the Supernatural Drive-In. I was just there, and I gotta say, it's a magical place.
Wait a minute.
There was a murder there.
Wait, before you reveal the murder in Texas, I hear people calling loud and clear Wang, and they're talking about the Wang Bang Hour, Everybody wants to wang bang everything. It's so weird. Why is everybody wang banging me?
Well, we did tell people to write in the comments if they can hear you, so I'm pretty sure that's what they're referring to, Wang.
Okay, well, I guess we should have a wang bang. Thank you, Mang.
Sounds great. Joseph Flynn agrees. Look at his smile, so wide and friendly. Okay,
Jeffrey,
I think it's time to bring on our judge. Oh, yes, Wang. What can I do for you?
Before we bring on our judges, I want to reassess the coordinates for our portal event in Texas at 35 degrees north and 101 degrees west. And it will be in Texas this Friday.
That's correct. It will be in Texas this Friday. The Supernatural Drive-In is taking place in a very special location at the Tascosa in Amarillo, Texas. And I was just there. Actually, I was just there less than an hour ago. Man, I'm everywhere and nowhere. But I think it's time we bring on our judges, Wang, don't you? We have to talk to the Oracle and Hillbilly Terry.
Yes, let's bring them on. I'm excited for Sheri Davis. She is one talented lady. She's very talented. She's got many, many facets that I'm very interested in.
Well, we have a very special guest today, and that is Sheri Davis. She's an actress, she's a director, and she's here with us, and she's coming through the portal. But first, let's bring on our guest of honor, as always, our judge of Shockfest, the Oracle of Film Festivals, Oracle.
Hello, Oracle.
Can you see me? Can you hear me?
I can do everything to you, Oracle.
Good Lord. Before we begin, I would like to take the opportunity for the listeners and viewers at home to apologize for my poor audio. I do believe there was a literal ghost in machine mucking up the system, as it were. But back to you, Jeffrey. I'm flattered, but respectfully decline.
Oracle, did you know that it's Destiny Soria's birthday today also, along with Charles Govey?
I was aware that it was Destiny Soria's birthday. I believe she celebrates all month. I gave her a note earlier this week, as it were.
That sounds like a jarble of nonsense, Oracle. You sound so clear. I think it's time we bring in our next judge, Hillbilly Terry. Thank you so much. Hey, Destiny Soria, quick happy birthday to you. Hillbilly Terry, welcome to the Wang Macabre.
What's going on, man? Because I'm right here, man. You guys know my song. And I'm so excited because we're going to be broadcasting live from my home state of Texas. Yeehaw!
That's right. Hillbilly, I know you're a Texan local.
Well, I got to tell you one thing. I know Texas girls. I'm excited because Texas girls are the best girls. I mean, not just good looking, but their attitude's good looking. And everything about them is darn sexy. There's sexiness in Sheri Davis. I got to tell you that. I can feel it coming. I feel it, man. I feel it.
Very specific. Well, folks, with that said, let's bring on our special guest of the evening, filmmaker, actress, Sheri Davis. Sheri, welcome to the Wang Macabre.
Hey, everyone. That was quite an intro, guys.
Great to see you, Sheri.
Great to see you all as well.
Hey, girl, I got to say something. This is Hillbilly Terry. Can you see me?
I can see you.
I got to ask you something personal. Are you single by chance?
I am single.
Hey, that doesn't make sense. You're too good looking and too smart and too talented to be single, girl.
I work a lot. A lot.
Hey, I know. I noticed all your credits and everything you've been doing. You're super talented, girl.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yes, Miss Davis, if I may, I also noticed that you were a multi-hyphenate. You're a producer, director, an actor. Would I be wrong in deducing that you're a nurse as well?
Yes, which is why I'm so busy right now. In addition to all of the acting, producing, and everything, I kind of stepped up during COVID and took a nursing contract. So I'm actually contracting with Warner Brothers right now as a COVID nurse on top of, we have COVID compliance officer as well. So I'm even busier juggling everything right now. So yes, that's true.
Hey, girl, I was wondering, can you check up my COVID? Because if you look at my mouth right now, girl, look closer. I haven't been wearing a mask. And can you give me your diagnosis? Because I'm a good kisser.
You may want to see someone about that, but I do believe you're a good kisser. I think I'll believe that. Yeah.
Well, check this out. I'm going to pretend you're here and I'm kissing you. Let me get my cousin really quickly. Come here, girl. Come here. I'm going to be smooching my cousin. Come here, cousin. Where are you at? Oh, there she is. Let me smooch you really quickly. Oh, Sheri Davis, you're so beautiful. I'm dreaming of you tonight while I'm kissing my cousin.
That's not in Texas. That's a different state. We don't actually do that in Texas. Don't make people believe that. Kissing cousins. But it looked great.
Miss Davis, if I may take the opportunity to thank you for your service during these COVID times and to request that you stay safe.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I actually test 3 times a week with this position. So I'm doing my best to stay safe, but my voice is a little raspy from wearing a mask so much. So forgive me if my voice cracks a little bit.
You sound perfect on my end.
Thank you.
Sheri, I would like to talk about your movie, Hair of the Dog.
All right, let's do it.
This film.
And what?
Could you tell us a little bit about this film?
Well, it was my directorial debut. It's a short film. We actually shot it in 2017 in Texas. It was the last thing I did before I moved to Los Angeles. And, I had a great cast, a great crew. I knew that when I directed something, as much as I'm into horror, I love horror, and I have, a great fan base and film family in horror, I wanted my directorial debut to be something that was a little different. So I kind of went more, you guys have watched it, I went more like psychological thriller, suspense, and dealt with some disturbing things like alcoholism and domestic violence. But I had to, hi, Michael, I had to give it a little horror spin at the end, because I love movies that have a twist, or that I walk out and I'm like, what the hell did I just watch? And it stays with me. And I was hoping my ending would do that. And that's kind of what I was going for. Hi, Timothy. Thank you, Charles.
Sheri, this is Professor Wang. Hello, and welcome to our
Professor
show.
Wang. How are you?
So, I am wonderful, and I have a special gift for you. So I hope
you do.
Yes, it pertains to the purification ritual, and I wanted to ask you, have you ever had a purification ritual?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay, so this is going to be good, because what we're going to do is we are currently screening you live at the Supernatural Drive-In Theater in Texas, and your film will be screening here. How do you feel about that?
That's amazing.
People will love you here in Texas, and your film will be showing up. Any words you want to tell people before we screen your film in a drive-in theater?
Oh, I love my Texans. I'm still a Texas girl at heart. My entire family is there. And, I appreciate all of my fans from Texas who have, followed me along my journey and who are watching right now. And I hope you all enjoy the film.
Hey, girl, I got to tell you something. I'm your biggest fan here in Texas. That's why I'm going to be kissing my cousin, pretending it's you. Come over here, cousin. Let me kiss your Sheri Davis lips right now. Oh, Sheri, you're so perfect of a woman. I love kissing intelligent, brilliant, creative girls. And that's you.
Thank you. It was good for me.
Miss Davis, if I may, I was given the opportunity to screen your film, and for the website, I wrote a short review. Would you like to hear an excerpt from it?
Sure, I'd love that. If it's nice.
Tis I, the Oracle, here with my review, or a piece of my review, of Hair of the Dog. And I shall just read one portion of it.
Okay.
As a first-time director, any first-time director could have easily made the mistake of showing us John's spiral into self-destruction. Davis instead chose to skip that path. While we know John's self-destructing, the viewer is let on to this via comments made by side characters and underlined in familiar disagreements. Davis instead shows us the explosion, and the film thanks her for it. By doing this, we get to jump into the story at the height of the tension and never get a break from it until the very bloody end. For its tight runtime, there is a lot packed in this film that will stick with you. Some shown, most not. A very impressive and polished effort for a debut director, and I, for one, hope to see more from her.
Oh, thank you so much. That means a lot to me. It really, really does.
You are most very welcome. The film
Sheri,
was very good to me.
Sheri, I'd like to hear a little bit about your work as a nurse during these times of COVID. Could you tell me a little bit about how you got that job and what the experience has been like?
It's been pretty crazy. I just completed 5 shifts in a row that were 12 to 14 hours, completely head to toe, even double masked. So I even have like an N95 with a surgical mask on top. And I'm not in the hospital. I did retire from the hospital. But this is basically, COVID nurse and productions, which is, I saw almost 200 people in one day that, we tested, and we do deal with positive tests. And it's not like what you think it would be. I'm out in over 100-degree weather, and it's in head to toe, PPE as we call it. It's pretty intense. It really is. It's not glamorous. Even though it is contracting to WB, we're not at the main location. We're at a whole different site where we have a line of people that are cast and crew that we have to see regularly and test. And it's very, very fast paced. It reminds me when I was in the hospital, because I am having to multitask. There's more to we're not just swabbing people. There's a lot more to it. So, and then educating people. Like I said, we have dealt with some positive results, which is, people want to get back to work here. They want to act and they want to be back on set, but, we have to protect everyone. And that's my job. That's all of our jobs is to keep everyone safe on the productions. So it's really intense. It really, really is. Like I said, it really reminds me of the hospital because it's so fast paced and long hours.
Besides your work in the hospital, you're an actress. I'd love to hear a little bit about your acting work. What are some of your most prized accomplishments in front of the screen and on stage?
Oh, wow. So my background is actually not theater. I was a jock. So, and being from Texas, that's what we do. We, sports and cheerleading and race motorcycles and hunt and fish and all that good stuff. And especially growing up on Lake Texoma. So for me, acting, I think one of my favorite roles was a film called Till Death, where I actually got to embrace my Southern accent and everything Southern about me. I did change my dialect a little bit because the character was from Tennessee. So I really loved that role, and that was a feature film. And then there are other roles that I've done that I'm dying for those movies to come out that just have not made it out yet. And then I have some films that I've played very small roles, like Blind, with my friend Sarah French. Marcel Waltz directed it, and it's got a great cast and crew. And I just did one scene, but it's doing really well. I did a film called Snake with a Human Tail, which kind of put me on the map with indie film, and it really, really helped my career blossom very quickly. And that character was something people didn't expect from me because that character was a transgender prostitute, and my dad happens to be a preacher. So, yeah. But I did it for that reason, the shock value, and I wanted to show that I could, do something that people didn't expect me to do. So I would say Till Death and Snake with a Human Tail have probably been my favorite roles of things that are released. And then there are things I've done that are not out yet, which may top those roles. That's all I can say on that.
So,
Jeffrey,
Sheri,
if I
let me
may.
ask you this question really quickly. How is COVID and your art and your craft colliding at this point when it comes to art and COVID?
It's really crazy because I'm on all sides of it. I've actually been even busier since COVID hit as far as everything goes, because I'm acting, I'm producing, I'm trying to direct, but I'm blessed in the sense that I keep booking other projects. In addition to that, now, I do work on productions as a COVID compliance officer. So I've worked with a filmmaker here, Thomas Churchill, now on several projects in various capacities. And I'm very, very grateful to him because, not only have I got to act in his films, but I've also worked as, a COVID compliance officer and as a set medic. So I have been so busy. I could probably work 7 days a week, but I'm working 5 to 6 days a week between everything. And then I try to schedule one day that I'm at home to do things like laundry, pay bills, get groceries, things like that. But COVID has actually just been really, really, I know it's crazy for everyone, but for me, working on both sides of the camera and being a nurse, and then also getting certified to be a COVID compliance officer on productions, I'm super, super busy, but I love all of it. I really, really do.
Hey, girl, I got to ask you something. You're so multi-talented. I was wondering, are you a good dancer, girl?
Hell yeah, I'm a good dancer.
Hey, I love that. With that note, my best friend Alien is going to play a little tune. Alien, can you strike up a tune so we can do a dance party?
Good Davis, baby.
Hey.
You're so talented.
Oh, thank you.
Are you ready for a dance party?
I'm ready.
All right, girl. I want you to stand up and dance with me.
Oh, no. Stand up.
All right. I've got to go now. I hope you had a good time dancing. Bye-bye.
Thank you for the dance. Mwah.
Well, that was strange.
That
Thanks
was
so much.
fun.
That was a lot of fun. Sheri, thank you so much for joining us today. This has been a really great episode, and we look forward to showcasing you on the big screen of the next Portal event, Shockfest Supernatural Drive-In. We are screening at the drive-in right now as we speak.
Awesome.
Do you have any final words for our audience?
I hope you enjoy Hair of the Dog. Thank you all for watching, and be gentle. It was the first film I directed, but it could, we did pretty well. We won a lot of awards, and I'm super grateful to my cast and my crew, and enjoy.
Such fine words indeed. Sounds like it's appropriate to say goodbye to our good friend, Hillbilly Oracle. Oracle, you have a great time in the snake pit. I will see you never. There he goes, into the snake pit. Sheri, we do something special on the show where we like putting our guests into a snake pit and seeing if they can survive. Usually Oracle's the first one to go, but Hillbilly Terry, who tends to be number 2. Hillbilly Terry.
Wait a minute. I don't want to go unless I'm waiting. Wait a minute. Let me get my cousin over here. Cousin, get over here, girl. I got an idea. I'm going to be waiting. Yeah, you're going to see. Hey, girl, come on up. All right, that's right. All right, this is what's going to happen. We're going to be waiting for you in the snake pit, Sheri Davis. So I look forward to seeing you in the snake pit. Have fun. Bye-bye.
Have fun.
Yeah. Sheri, where can our audience find some more of your work if they want to find you online?
So everything's pretty much under my name, SheriDavis.com, Sheri.Davis on Instagram. Twitter is at the Sheri Davis. I have, some movies that are out on Amazon and a couple of on Netflix and several that would have already come out, but with COVID, there were some delays. So I think I have 6 or 7 features that will be out on VOD very, very soon, and a few in Walmart.
So we have a lot to look forward to.
I have a lot. Things I've done over the past 2 and 3 years are all going to come out back to back. So, yay!
Before we drop you in the snake pit, I'm going to play the trailer of your film, Hair of the Dog, for our audience.
Thanks.
How long have we been friends? Are you kidding me? Are we friends? Do you not understand the gravity of the situation? And so you want me to turn the other cheek and just pretend it didn't happen because we're friends?
You've got a better grip on your beer than you do your life!
You might be just talking, it's okay.
When you sober up and look in the mirror, you'll see just how horrible you are. What a monster you've become.
Get down, you son of a bitch!
You have a better grip on your beer than you do your life. Perfect for a trailer.
Yeah.
Well, Sheri, that's exciting.
Yeah, I kind of like that line.
Yeah, me too. We can't wait to showcase this at the Supernatural Drive-In, and we'll be keeping you posted with more updates. And, of course, thank you for joining us, Sheri. Gosh, this was fun.
Thank you.
I hope you enjoyed
Thanks.
Dark Pit into snakes, oblivion, and whatever comes on the other side.
Anything but snakes.
Anything indeed. Have a great day, Sheri.
Thanks.
Oh.
Well, that certainly was fun. Wang, that was a very unique episode today.
Yes, that may have been one of the best episodes we've had up to date, and it did reveal the 35.2220 degrees north, 101.8313 degrees west algorithm for Amarillo, Texas.
Absolutely. Folks, if you're a Texan filmmaker, keep your eyes on your email. We're going to be announcing officially to you the official selections for the Supernatural Drive-In and, of course, the Director's Reel competition. Now's the time to submit. There's only a few days left. You can have your Director's Reel screened on the big screen. I was there.
That's right. They better submit now. There is a good chance they will screen on the drive-in theater at the Supernatural Drive-In.
And it is the last portal event of the year, the last competition until Shockfest Film Festival in Los Angeles in November on Friday the 13th. Folks,
I've got to go, but please stay tuned because last week we had an interesting ending. I wonder if we end it the same way.
I think we should. Putting you in the portal, Wang.
Yes, put me in the portal. Put
The Supernatural Drive-In awaits this Friday, October 23rd, our last portal event of the year. We've traveled across the country from New York to Salem to Vegas, now to Amarillo, and finally the portal will close only to open in our last location. This was a unique episode showcasing Sheri Davis's work, her early work, of course, and talking about her future. And now, it is time to screen your future. In a location populated with haunted objects. That's right, there is a playset at the Tascosa Drive-In, the location of the Supernatural Drive-In, where there was a murder. 2 murders, in fact. One in the main silo entrance of the drive-in, where a woman was raped and beheaded. Some say her spirit still walks through the grounds as movies screen in the night. And that's where we will be screening Shockfest Supernatural Drive-In. But until this Friday,
baby.
I am Professor Wang. Did I hear alien?
Baby. I control
Did I
you
hear
to stay Wang. You are Wang, baby. Baby. I'm coming back. Baby.
You're coming back. Wang, did you make it back to the portal?
No.
Alien.
Baby.
You're interrupting the feed.
Oh
my gosh. Alien. This is bizarre indeed.
Where's my girl, skate girl?
I hope this is not the future of the Wang Macabre radio hour. Sheri, you found your way out of the snake pit already. Thanks for joining us today.
Bye, everybody. Till next week.
Professor Wang. I repeat, if you can hear me, type a message below. Can you hear me? Like I stated earlier, I am broadcasting live from a secret remote location. I am turning you on. My long frequency deep penetrating sound ejector is opening up the portal. We are both coming in for the Wang Macabre.
A certain chick lies underground. She cannot rest until she is found. She's been dead and sort of blue. I'll tell you why and you'll be in too. Midnight and she sighs, he reply with camouflage.